Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Plummy, and in this episode of Reaction-RtK, we're actually gonna be having a boy group extravaganza. Cause in this one I'm gonna be reacting to 3 boy groups and 1 male solo artist who is part of a group and also who has a feature of somebody into the song. And the songs I'm gonna be reacting to are going to be GreatGuys-Run, 1the9-Bad Guy, SF9-Summer Breeze, and Zico featuring Rain's Summer Hate. So, for Great Guys, I think it's been a while since I reacted to them. They are, as far as I know, a Nugo group, and I think their last song was New Kid or something. I'm not 100% sure. I have a terrible memory. And I think I liked the song overall, but the main thing about them that I noticed is how fucking tall they are. So yeah, I'm not gonna have much of a comparison between this comeback of theirs and the last one, so don't expect that. For 1the9, I think the last song, Blah, I actually liked quite a lot, because the song before that I wasn't really impressed with, but Blah actually really impressed me. I ended up loving it quite a lot and listened to it quite a lot, so I'm curious how I'm gonna feel about this one. And as far as I know, this is their last song before disbanding, because they're kind of like a project group like 101, IOI, was that their name? I don't remember. For SF9-Summer Breeze, I'm curious how I'm gonna feel about it, because with their last comeback, I think it was Good Guy, I'm not really a huge fan of that comeback. I personally got into SF9 through O Sole Mio. I stumbled upon it and I fell in love with it instantly. It was such a different song when I stumbled upon it, and I loved it. Then Mamma Mia was another song with that kind of sound and style, and I loved it. I don't understand why people didn't like it. Then I listened to their more older music and actually liked, I think, was Easy Love quite a lot. But then after that, I think they had like 1 or 2 comebacks that were a bit too cliched. I don't know how exactly to explain it, but I also don't remember exactly what comebacks they had. Then there was Enough, I think it was, which was released, I believe, last year, which I actually loved quite a lot. I might have even reacted to it. I don't know if it was released after I started doing reactions or before that. I think it was before that, so sadly there might not be a reaction to it. And their last comeback was Good Guy, which was too generic, boy next door kind of group. Like it was disappointing to me, because I liked what they did before that. I didn't like that generic concept for that music video. So I'm curious where are they going to go with this one. Wow, for Zico and Summer Hate featuring Rain. And by the way, GreatGuys-Run and Zico were requested to me also by my good friend Yuri, so shout out to him. I'm curious whether this song has anything to do with the big hit show Island, because I know about it. I haven't watched it. I'm watching DK TV's after show though, so I'm kind of keeping up with it, I guess. I wonder whether that song was used in the show, because I know there is an intro song that was done by IU, and which I might react to it either in my next video or in some other video, but most likely in my next video, because I just decided to do that. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's just jump into it, starting off with GreatGuys-Run in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I think this is the first time ever I've heard a horse sound in a K-pop music video, but fine. Ooh, this actually sounds good. I love that they're shooting in very high frame rate. Also, these guys are so damn skinny. Okay, this is an interesting way to get around the budget problem by shooting on an already really cool location, or a location that makes for a cool music video, or a good looking music video at least. That's a 10 out of 10 location. Okay, that was a very abrupt, or at least a little bit of an abrupt change. This part here is a bit more melodic, and I actually kind of like that. And this is actually another change. Okay, I like how they've gotten around having the music video feel cheap, because it actually doesn't. I feel like they've gotten around it by shooting at 4K at really cool location and just lighting them really cool in a really good way. So it doesn't feel like it's a cheap music video. But the thing is, it also doesn't feel like a K-pop music video. And I honestly kind of like that. It makes it stand out a little bit. So while I'm not blown away by the music video, I'm kind of charmed by it, not gonna lie. For the song, I'm kind of halfway, I don't know. There are parts of it that I like, and it's definitely my style of song, but I'm not sure how well it does what it does. I'm gonna get into it more on the second listen, so let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1. But the thing that I like the most about this is the addition of the horse sound. It's just like every time I hear that horse sound, I imagine that I'm gonna be going to watch a telenovela that I watched when I was a kid, and then when I grew up, called 3 Brothers and 3 Sisters, or otherwise known as Pasión de Gavilanes. It's actually a really cool telenovela. I honestly would have loved if this song had that concept introduced into a song. Okay, this song is definitely growing on me.
멈추지 못해 난 저 끝에 잘 때까지 달려 트로피를 안고 싶어 축배를 올리자 너와 나 이제 시작인 걸 올라가고 싶어 피와 땀이 섞여 눈앞을 가려도 나를 준비됐어 높이 올라 airplane sky high 날아 한계 따윈 없어 항상 눈물 두 단어 때문에 달려 always think of fear
I actually kind of like the switch up in the beat and the sound. It's actually this part of the song is because of the switch up and because the switched up beat is actually a bit more catchier than what it is for the first half of the song. Okay, as I said, this song is definitely my style, and I'd say overall I like it. I feel like after a few more listens I'm gonna be into it much more. But I can't say for sure whether I like this more than the last comeback. And by the way, I checked out which song of theirs that I actually reacted to. I think it was Be On You. Just that name seems familiar. I can literally, I think, remember how the song went. So I think that's the song I reacted to. And I can't say for sure whether it's better. At the very least, it's as good. I definitely kind of like this song. And as I said for the music video, it doesn't feel cheap. But it doesn't feel like a K-pop music video. But honestly, I kind of like that. It makes it stand out a little bit. But that also, I don't know, I just don't know how I feel about that 100%. I kind of both like the fact that it doesn't feel like a K-pop music video, and I kind of hate that because after all, I'm listening to K-pop. I want it to be K-pop. I don't want it to be anything else. So I'm not sure about that. But for the song, I'd say overall I like it. I definitely see ways how it could be better, but I think it's fine overall. So personally, I'm going to give it a 7.8 out of 10, while objectively, I'm going to give it an 8.2 out of 10. Also, one small complaint about the choreography. There was a lot of shots in which they weren't really synchronized in the choreography, but that's not really a big deal to me. It's fine. So yeah, this definitely feels, the music video at least, is not as good as the last one, Be On You, because the one from Be On You, I barely remember it, but at least it felt like a K-pop music video. This one feels like something a cover group would do, kind of. I don't know. In a certain way, that makes it more relatable and down to earth, because after a while, after watching K-pop and listening to K-pop for a while, you kind of start forgetting that these people are actual people. So in a certain way, the music video, the way it is, feels a little bit more relatable and closer. But yeah, I just don't know for sure how I feel about it, whether I love it or not. But yeah, overall the song, I like it. I think I will listen to it, but it's not a hit, that's for sure. So yeah, I guess let's move on to the next one, that being 1the9's Bad Guy. And I think most likely I'm not gonna like this as much as Blah, because I don't remember their debut song, but I didn't really like it that much. I don't remember whether I reacted to it. I might have, check it out on my channel. But I definitely did not like it that much. Blah honestly surprised me so much. It had certain edge to it that really hooked with me. Similar to how I didn't like a lot of The Voice's music, but I really loved Tattoo. And the really annoying thing about that song was the fact that I reacted to it, and for some reason it got blocked, so I had to either remove the audio of the song or remove the whole reaction, the whole part of it from the video. So check that out on my channel if you want to check that out. That sounded stupid, but whatever. So yeah, let's get into Bad Guy in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I don't want to say anything too early, but I feel like I'm gonna like it. I feel like it has that edge to it that it's gonna really hook me in. Ooh, that sounds so good! Hell yeah! Yeah, I definitely like this. Yeah, this is definitely much faster of a... much more of an instant hit compared to Blah. Like, I loved Blah, I think, very fast, but this one right off the bat hooked me. I'm honestly now kind of sad and annoyed that they're gonna be disbanding. Because this is so good. I think actually this might be catchier than Blah, but I feel like Blah was a little bit edgier. So I'd say I kind of like them on equal grounds. This one is kind of like a more mainstream kind of hit, kind of song. While Blah was more of a slow burn. But I'm still in love with this song. It's actually, this song is so good, it actually has a huge chance of going to my top 20 songs of 2020. I don't remember if I added 1the9 to the 2019 one. Okay, from that opening shot, I didn't really expect the song to sound anything like this. With the kind of clothes and the kind of look they had in the opening shot, I thought that the song was going to be some kind of ballad or something, but it wasn't, or at least had some ballad vibes, like something like New West, I guess you could say. I was kind of leaning towards that, but this honestly kind of surprised me because of that. But still, I love this song. I explained why, but man, it's a good song. It's an instant hit. So I think you can already tell that I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10, both personally and objectively, because I'm in love with this one. But still, let's react to it one more time in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, here it's slowly building it up, and that's why I wasn't sure whether I'm gonna like it or not, but you can already feel how good it is. Like with the vocals, I love how they do the vocals in this one. And I love how it's done in a very interesting way, where your brain can predict where the song goes, and when the song goes in that direction, it's so satisfying. I haven't researched this group, but is it me or they look very young? I mean, nowadays I feel like boy groups look shorter and shorter. I mean, there are some groups that look taller, but this group looks short. They look short like Stray Kids or NCT Dream, especially Stray Kids actually, because Stray Kids are one of the shortest boy groups out there. Well, groups like ATEEZ are actually pretty tall. Oh, I love this part, it's so catchy. Also, this rapping part in this song was interesting because usually the rap goes with the beat. In this one, they didn't really care about the beat. It was more of what rap most of the time is, where it doesn't go with the beat, and I actually kind of like that. Most of the time I don't like it. Most of the time I prefer when it goes with the beat and the rhythm of the song. Also, this song has a little bit of a melancholic vibe to it, which makes sense. This is the last song, as far as I know. Ooh, I love this shot where they pull themselves like that. It looks like the guy in the center is pulling them, but his hands cannot be that long. I like this guy with the blonde highlights in the front. Then this group has some really good vocals. Okay, I think this song actually might be better than Blah. At this point, I think it might be better. The only downside that this song might have over Blah is that Blah, because it's more of a slow burner, I still haven't gotten sick of it. While with the kind of song that this one is, I feel like it's gonna get old very fast. Because it's very catchy and you can very easily listen to it, and I feel like because of that it's gonna get older much faster. Because, for example, to give you another example, Itzy Dala Dala versus Wannabe, or Icy versus Wannabe. Dala Dala and Icy are a little bit more easy to get into. So at this point I've listened to them many times, especially Dala Dala, so they've gotten ode to me. While for Wannabe, at first I didn't really get into it, and I only got into it in the last few days. So I've been listening to it quite a lot for the last few days, and I'm still not sick of it. Even though I had listened to it for the reaction, and after that I listened to it somewhat, and I've listened to it many times at this point, but only now I'm actually really into it. And this one is not like that. Blah is like that. Like, I can now listen to Blah and I'll still love it. But for this one, maybe after like 10-15 listens, it's probably gonna get old. But still, I really like it, and it's definitely much more of a mainstream hit kind of song right off the bat, which is why I'm actually gonna give this one a 12 out of 10 personally and objectively. I think it's a really good song. It's much easier to get into than Blah, and it goes further also. It just goes further than Blah, because Blah slowly builds up and gets to like a 10 or a 9, but this one just goes further, goes to a 12. Like, I love it. The vocals in this one are crazy, like holy hell. I don't know what groups these guys are gonna get into, but I'm gonna have to check those out because they killed with the vocals and the dancing too. I love that too. The rapping, while not my favorite, I actually still enjoyed quite a lot. Damn, I expected to not like this one, or at least not be as good as Blah, because there was a huge chance that Blah was going to be an outlier from them, but it wasn't, and I'm glad for that. So now, let's get into the next song of this video, that being SF9-Summer Breeze. And I'm really hoping that it's not gonna be like Good Guy, and it's gonna be more like, at the very least, Enough, or something different. I don't know, just don't be like Good Guy, because that song wasn't bad. And I think it was catchy, but I just don't like the concept or the style of it. It was too soft and generic for me. So I'm hoping that this one is gonna be a little bit more edgier. But there's only one way to find out, so let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Okay. This is definitely not Good Guy. I love the instrumental already. I love how SF9 are slowly growing in popularity. And their music is also growing in quality with each comeback, I feel like. Why does this song have such an epic feel to it? Oh, I got what this instrumental sounds like. It sounds like the Wild West. But why? The rest of the music video doesn't really fit with that. Okay, I actually kinda like it. It stands out. This song feels like it's coming from a group who is coming and not messing around anymore. Okay, the Wild West now makes a little bit more sense. And this is definitely, this is also very different in terms of sound and style for them. Like, this is different from their pre-O Sole Mio music. It's different from the more Latino-inspired music. It's different from Enough, from Good Guy. I like it. This actually might be my favorite music video of theirs. It feels really high quality, and I like that. I think this might be their best song. What the hell? Okay, this song feels like an iconic song. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it just feels like an iconic song that is kind of like a milestone in SF9's career, for a lack of a better explanation. And because of that, it's definitely going into my best songs of 2020. And even if we ignore that, I still love the song. I definitely need one more listen though, so let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. This song right off the bat intrigues me with this instrumental sound, which at first I didn't know what it is, but it sounds like the Wild American West. This part here is actually surprisingly hard hitting. I love how he raps with the bass. I think this might, as I said, I think this is their highest budgeted music video. At least it feels like it is. And in general, the highest quality feels like it is. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like there was a huge amount of effort put into this one. Like, I can kind of feel the effort put into this. I'm an idiot. This reminds me of AOA's Come See Me. And I'm pretty sure SF9 is from FNC Entertainment. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know, actually, let's check that out. Yes, they are under FNC. Now the sound makes even more sense. I love how there's no boring part in this song. Like, the amount of members and how different each of them sound is really keeping this song entertaining, and I love that. I think my favorite member is the one with the huge amount of hair. The one that just dropped the flowers and pointed the gun. Yeah, this is not my favorite style of the song, because I love very hip-hop influenced or very hard-hitting anthem kind of songs. And this is not that, but I really like it still. And I do believe this is their best song by far. The highest quality one for sure. I guess now FNC is pouring all the money into SF9 after what recently happened with AOA. Okay, this was actually much better than I expected. I mean, I was hoping that it was going to be really good, but the chances of it actually being good, especially with a name like Summer Breeze, I was expecting most likely a very summery, laid-back kind of song, like kind of like what Wave was to most of 80s music. although probably much worse than Wave, because I actually liked Wave quite a lot. But I was pleasantly surprised. I still get why it's called Summer Breeze, and it definitely feels like a summer song, but it's still a really good song, and it just feels like there was a lot of effort and money put into it, and I like that. I like that it comes, you can feel that in the music video and everything. I love that. Maybe the shots on the rooftop might come off a little bit cheap, but overall, or most of all, I think I like it. I definitely like it quite a lot. So I think personally and objectively I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10, because it doesn't quite pass the 10 mark, but still 10 out of 10 is fucking enough. It's a 10 out of 10. But yeah, I think this is their best song since O Sole Mio, because yeah, I like Enough quite a lot, and I think Enough might be my personal favorite song of theirs, because it's most my style in terms of visuals and style and concept and sound. But this one feels like, because I got into them with O Sole Mio, that's kind of solidified into my head as what SF9 is. Like, every time I think about SF9, I think about O Sole Mio, and this feels like a higher budgeted, more effort put into it sequel to it. I hope you got what I mean. So yeah, I really like this one. So yeah, let's move on to the last song of this video, that being Zico and Rain's Summer Hate, another summer song. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's a huge whale. When I wake up in my room,
Good morning, 아마터면 닿을 때까지 꿀꿀꿀 잠잘 뻔 택배아저 쇼인정 소리에 기상 가까스로 부재중 전화다 소통 잠금 패턴 또 안 맞고 어제 남긴 피자 맛없어 그냥 이나 닥자 다싱 세계 대합변 내리
Okay, I did not expect this to be cheesy. Okay, the song is definitely catchy, but I don't like the cheesiness. It's just not my thing. And this song definitely doesn't feel like it's part of Island, that's for sure. Many factual K-pop idol dolls were that accurate. Yeah, the song is definitely catchy. But I'm just not into this quirky, funny kind of music videos. I really don't like them. It's the same reason why I hate Pentagon's Shine. Oh, this is definitely a TikTok challenge. They're literally making it a challenge in the music video. I like that transition though. This is how I feel during the summer where I live. This is genuinely how it feels. Okay, in this case I'm not gonna be reacting to this one a second time because I just don't feel like it. So yeah, it's not too bad, honestly. I don't see myself really listening to it, but I enjoyed it overall, I guess. It's just I really don't like these quirky, funny kind of music videos. I just don't like it. I have listened to other music by Zico. I think he has a song called Boys and Girls. I actually like that one. I think it's the only song of his that I like. I genuinely actually really like that song quite a lot. Although at this point it might be a little bit because of nostalgia, because it was one of the relatively earlier songs that I got into. I think I found it in like early 2017, must have been, I think, I'm not sure. So that's kind of like my base comparison for Zico solo songs. And this one is just too cringy to me, for me. Personally, this might be a little bit of a lower score, but I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10 just because I don't like the concept of it. The song itself is not bad. I think Rain kills it with the vocals, Zico kills it with the rapping, but just the concept of it I don't like. Objectively, I think I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10 because it's an enjoyable song, but it's not a masterpiece at the end of the day. It's a fun summer song. That's what I have to say about it. So yeah, if you guys have any K-pop songs you want me to react to, make sure to comment them down below and I'm gonna add them to my list, though I don't promise when I'm gonna get to your specific request, because I do have a lot of requests, and especially when there's a lot of comebacks, as it has been the case for the last 2 months, I haven't been able to keep up with the releases, and I've been wanting to react to all the albums and mini albums and everything. So it might take a while for me to get to a request, but if you still want me to, as I said, comment it down below. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you do end up enjoying my stories, or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar, where you can pledge support and help keep the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. And additionally, I just want to mention that all the money you decide to support me with are currently going to go towards my transition fund, because if you're new to the channel or just haven't noticed at this point, I'm actually transgender, but I still haven't started transition. I will in a few months, most likely. So if you could help me out monetarily, that would be greatly appreciated. But I don't want to guilt trip you into helping me out, so if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!